another video. I'm like, who should we play for real? Let me check. I want to ruin people's careers. We're the ones that tell us if they gonna be close. Okay, Indiana. Play-in berth. Alright, so Indiana and Milwaukee, we gotta mess them up. We clinched our conference. They clinched playoffs. Minnesota clinched playoffs. Or they clinched play-in. So regardless, them guys are going to the play-in. OKC, we might be able to drop out the Rockets, New Orleans, Warriors, and the Knicks. Let's focus on OKC. Let's focus on OKC and the Rockets now. Do we got a game against OKC or the Rockets? No, we don't. Dang, I think everybody gonna be pretty much solid. Whoever going to the thing going. We did want Jaquez, so let's go play against Jaquez so he can get familiar with what the fuck, bro. Let's play against Jaquez so he can get familiar with the team and he'll know that like this is a team you should come to.
Yo, keep this thing to regulation. I got plans after the game.
Man, this shit gonna be over before it starts.
You have to win to be taken serious.
I'm pretty sure Jaquez was the guy that we said that we wanted to look at for. Let's get to the game. We already know that.
Hola, and welcome to Noche Latina, an NBA celebration of Latin heritage. We're proud to bring it to you here at 2K Sports. This is Brian Anderson with Grant Hill. We'll stand once teams get into the postseason. What kind of changes do we typically see?
Well, Brian, the one thing you see for sure is everybody's rotation will get shorter and the best players' minutes will go up. There's no more experimentation now. It's time to put your best players out there for as many minutes as possible.
Here are the 5 for the Cavaliers. At the 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Mobley and Allen. Mitchell and Okoro, they're the wings. And it's Young in at point guard.
Scary too.
Rozier against Young. Pass to Hero. Here's Jovic. Rozier outside.
Why did I have to take
offline with a 3
before I got there?
Right side Young. He's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early is already paying off.
Yeah, well, his offensive contributions are going to be very important in this game. So it's good they've already got him in a rhythm.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish.
A little too thirsty, let me calm down.
Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. Mitchell against Hero. Back to Adebayo. 6 on the shot clock. The 3 is up. And there's Hero on the assist from Adebayo.
Well, he's a volume three-point shooter in this league. Hero can really do damage for them.
At 6'9", Bam Adebayo is on the shorter side of centers. Yet he is elite defensively, Grant.
He's been top 5 in Defensive Player of the Year voting a bunch of times. Bam has an incredible motor, a great IQ, and he's a switchable big. That's huge in today's game.
Adebayo passes to Hero. Adebayo sets the screen. And Young with the block. Here we go, all alone. Over Adebayo. And that one's good. Young's got 8.
They've hit 4 of their first 5 shots. Great execution and attention to detail.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Eric Spoelstra and I got a chance to catch up for a bit. We discussed how he wants his team to approach their matchup with Evan Mobley, and Coach said we need to make him a jump shooter. Mobley is most effective around the rim. He's still developing his jump shot, and we need to take advantage of that. There should be a lot of resistance in the paint from his defense, BA.
Allie, thank you.
Yeah, I'm pressing square my life. It ain't no other button.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
And sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
The big story thus far, how well they've shot the rock.
From deep three-point land. And Young pulls it down. Cleveland leading by 8. To the middle. Here's Allen, and there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
They've been very effective so far. A balanced attack at its best.
Yeah, now it's all about maintaining this lead, but you can't start playing it safe. You got to keep attacking and executing.
Now Young with a steal for the finish. Young slams it in.
What up?
And early on, they've been on a tear, just getting whatever they want offensively.
Yeah, I mean,
Even
this
without
is
these games,
exactly how you want to start a game with a big offensive push.
My bad.
That's already his second foul, and that puts the coach in a tough position.
Highsmith, he's checked in for Jaquez. And a switch here also for Cleveland. Trent's checked in.
It's all right. I'm not dangerous.
Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first.
Of course
Just
they
out
don't.
of control. Already 3 fouls for him. He'll likely have to take a seat.
Oh, yeah,
All right,
for
let's
sure.
take a look at the energy
I'm too good for
stats.
that.
How the hustle game has been going for the Cavaliers.
Well, they're playing with
They want
great
me out here
pace,
another possession
pushing the
or two.
ball up the floor and attacking before the defense can get set.
And they've done a tremendous job just creating havoc defensively. Active hands have led to tons of turnovers that they've capitalized on.
Colts against Garland. Pass to Highsmith. No good on the 3.
Defensive breakdown there, and they got lucky. He's not going to miss too many of those.
It's good.
I ain't missing too
Young's
many
got
of those.
17.
They have no
Okay,
answer
that much.
defensively inside.
And it's Fultz with the ball for the Miami Heat. They trail by 14. The Cavs beat them last time when they met in Cleveland.
Today's
Oh,
game
then
is
we're-
about
oh, well,
effort and
obviously
energy.
we're gonna miss
They got crushed on the glass the last time these teams played.
Yeah, it wasn't
I
their
told you
finest
that
hour
even if he
or
wasn't trying
finest
to
2
stat
hours.
pad.
It has to be a matter of pride for them this time.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
For 3, Robinson. The shot misses. There's a
Still
4-second
can't
difference
get no
between the shot
triple
and game
doubles
clock.
that frequently on this build. That's surprising.
Here's
Oh
Young.
man.
Driving inside. Gets it to go. He's now...
I gotta see if I really touched earth to do that cross. Oh yeah, that was lovely. I need this.
9 for 11 on the night.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Don't take
Yeah,
that
come
all
on.
away.
They're just having their way out there and continuing
Way to find the
press
open
the
guy,
advantage.
man. Y'all
Yeah,
really
so
team.
skilled offensively. Getting the ball in his hands is generally a good idea.
Young with the bucket.
And he was dominant in their last outing. And the same thing here tonight. He is in a terrific groove right now.
Yeah, for sure. He is just oozing confidence. Thinks every shot is going in. They should just keep running sets for him.
And so it's Cleveland up 15 points as this quarter
Concludes is what he was gonna say, but I skipped it because let's get to the game, bro. Like, let's get this over with. Oh. I've been rested a whole half.
We are headed to halftime.
Even better.
Cavaliers on top, up 7. And join us right back here after the break for the
Only up
start of the
7 is
second
kind
half.
of insane.
Welcome, everyone, as we dig into the details. Things working out so far for the Cleveland Cavaliers.
They've had a lot of success in transition, running for their lives like a turkey in November. Bark, bark, bark.
I don't know that that's a great comparison or a good turkey sound effect.
Yeah, I thought,
Neither is that.
ain't that a chicken?
Okay, let's take a moment now to celebrate our Players of the Week. Looking at the East, Tyrese Halliburton.
Damn.
How about Halliburton? Overlooked a little early on in his career, but once people saw more of him, they began to see the
Let me find
Glad
out
you
I'm
could join
sleeping on
us.
Halliburton.
Brian Anderson and crew are ready to take it away for the start of the third
study.
quarter.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast thus far. We're halfway through the game. Cleveland leading by 7. Hero and Jaquez Jr. out on the perimeter. Jovic and Bam play together inside. And it's Rozier in at the point. That's the group in the game for the Heat. Young misses.
Well, he's more than comfortable in the mid-range, but you can't make them all.
A multiple-time All-Star. What aspect of Adebayo's game, Stan, catches your eye nightly?
Well, Brian, I'd say it's not one thing. He's a very complete player. He can rebound, defend, pass, score. This guy does it all.
And by all accounts, a great teammate as well.
That's exactly right.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, guys, the Freak in their last time out against the Kings was all business. He ended up with 44 points, and he was in the zone offensively. There was nothing the D could do to stop him. He was really special in that game, and they're hoping he can repeat that kind of performance tonight. Guys, back to you.
Well, it'll be interesting to see how much of that performance carries over into this one.
His goal is to provide whatever the team needs from him on that particular evening.
Well, I'm sure he's coming in with a lot of confidence after last game. He wants to have a repeat performance here tonight.
Here's Hawkins. And it's out of bounds. The Heat able to retain possession here.
The fact I can't get that steals.
Fires from the wing.
Well, I'm sure this wasn't what they planned coming out of the locker room. They need to calm down and regroup.
There's Young with the three. Hits the three-pointer.
The fact I can't get
Young's got 28 points for the game.
They've got the offense clicking. 3 for 4 to start the half and looking confident.
And again, no good by Miami.
Scoreless in their first 5 attempts since halftime. It's getting ugly.
And Cleveland another three.
And it hasn't just been their stellar offense. Their defense has been effective as well.
Great example of how to build a lead and then sustain it. You win games on both ends of the floor.
And so it's Eric Spoelstra with the timeout here. I think right now he must be
my
looking
goal
at some
is to
adjustments.
potentially
Coach,
get
what
my
are some qualities
jersey
you're
retired.
looking
I'm glad
for
they
in a lead
showed that.
guard?
Well,
I still
look,
never
you
retired
want a
in
guy
2K.
that can make
So hopefully we
plays,
can
that
run
can
all 6
control the
seasons,
game.
build the
When I first
franchise.
got into the league, people thought about point guards as
Just build the
traditional
franchise, you know.
pass-first guys. But now it means more than that. You want a guy who can make
My bad.
plays, whether it's for himself or for his teammates.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
That was off 1 foot. I ain't even come.
He
Did
trailed
that
by
say
20.
Jokic? I didn't.
Three-pointer Rozier. Again, the Heat misses.
They've shown that power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
Yeah, I love it.
Miami has got nothing to fall here in the third. 0 for 4 to end the drought. Sinks the tray. Jovic has got his second bucket of the night.
Well, so many bigs excel from three-point range these days, and he's right up there with the best.
And he gets that one.
He's putting them to the test this quarter, attacking every chance he gets.
Miami's gone just 1 of 5 from three-point range here in the third quarter.
So that brings him up to 4 fouls. So he's forced to hold himself back a little now, which may make him a target for the offense.
And the Heat with some changes. Garland's checked in for Cleveland. Adebayo is screen on Garland. Bolts against Mobley. The rebound by Allen. Allen's got 6 rebounds in the game. And your first NBA coaching job was with the Miami Heat stand. That was as an assistant back in the 90s, just a few years ago.
Yeah, just a few, Brian. And the Heat have changed a lot. The game has changed a lot over those years. Look, back then, the Heat were probably the most physical team in the NBA. And it was just knockdown, drag-out fights all the time.
That one drops for him.
Well, his offense is carrying them right now. And even with the defense keying on him, he's making great adjustments on the fly.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
The Cavaliers are having success. Point guard Darius Garland said, "We're building something here and we've come a long way. It feels amazing having our own legacy. We're just trying to keep it going. The whole city is behind us." And Brian, they know there's still work to do.
And they've got no problem with that, Allie. Thank you. Robinson against Young.
We're gonna go with it. Where you going?
Robinson on the wing. He's got 11. Just 3 to shoot. Will it go? Fultz can't get it to go.
Well, when they're playing off you, you have to make them pay. And he could.
And Mobley throws it down.
Amazing pass. I'm glad
It's
he
been
got
an
through.
outstanding performance for them in just about every area.
Yeah, and to do it on the road, it shows how well prepared this team was coming into this contest.
Outside Jaquez. To the
Man.
paint. Here's Robinson. Outside for Fultz. Garland comes with the double team. The three. Nails it from beyond the arc. Jaquez has got 6. There's Young with the three. Good! Without a second to spare.
Oh, you gotta have some
That's
real
all I needed
nerve
to see.
to hit that shot.
What poise, what focus. That's an impressive shot.
And 3 quarters of play in the books. This one's all but over already.
I told bro, he said don't make it go
And now we have a moment to
longer than
reveal our State Farm
regulation.
assist of the game.
This is the
Gotta be this
definition
right
of team chemistry.
Oh, that wasn't
I
even
love
a
to
buzzer
see
beater.
this kind of
Looked like
communication
it,
and
yeah.
connection between teammates, leading to the perfect pass.
Well, it's one of the core parts
I
of
need
the
to
game.
crack my wrist in another
Reading
crack.
the defense and creating an easy bucket for your teammate. That is pretty.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. So for Cleveland right now, they've got Darius
Get the ball, get
Garland,
the ball.
and it's Trent in at the small forward position. Miami making a switch here. And for the Heat, they're shooting 35% so far in this one. For
Wow,
3,
they had
Robinson.
enough time to make all those
The Cavaliers
passes.
pull it in. Young's got rebound number 8 now to the inside.
Well, he's a bit of an undersized center. However, his leaping ability can certainly
Don't let
mask
y'all
that.
progress too. They're gonna be too selfish.
And there's a pick. Knocked loose. Now Young with a steal. And now the Cavaliers on the break. Oh, Young slams it in.
This guy is putting on a clinic for the people.
Man, I'm shocked. I can't believe he pulled that off in a real game. Impressive looks on the AT&T
I mean,
5G
I'm gonna do
slam
what I do when I
cam.
do what I can. You know what
Fultz
I'm
passes
saying?
to Stevens. Robinson against Young. Pass to Larson. With the teardrop. And Young with the block. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Young. Jones, he's checked in for Miami. Thompson, he's checked in for the
I
Cavaliers.
might just end up getting it in blocks instead of steals.
Whose bat is that?
Just 5 to shoot.
I mean,
Miami, no good that
second,
time
so it
either.
might have been my time.
And Young has got the ball here for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Here in the 4th quarter, their defense has been very strong. No baskets allowed.
He was grabbing the rim to extend the hang time.
Hey, maybe making sure the landing was kinder than the takeoff. Highsmith passes to Fultz. Well, you look at the so-called super teams that have been assembled in recent years. A lot of cautionary tales.
Yeah, I mean, teams giving up their draft picks for the better part of a decade to bring in a star. They can get ugly really
tough.
fast if things don't work out.
Man, shoot
There's
the
the three.
ball.
Trent's shot is off.
Yeah, I don't like it.
Trying to close out. You got to know who's hot and who's not.
Outside Robinson. Off target from 3-point range.
He hasn't found the range lately. It's wild to think he had 3 triples there in the first half.
A line change here for Miami.
Nah, I fucked up my other one trying to see if it did get the crack.
The Heat have got 1 out of 6 shots to fall in this final quarter. Not ideal. Hero outside. Pass to Jaquez. Here's Jovic. Hero with it.
Ah,
Shoots over Young.
this sounds
Hero,
crazy.
no good.
Well, his shot selection's been poor. If I were coaching this team, he'd be sitting next to me.
And you pay so much attention to Garland, and that allows teammates to get involved.
Now Young with a steal. And he drives in. Again! What an avalanche!
And this guy is just a historically
losers.
great scorer.
And he stands alone with the 5th most career 50-point performances.
Yeah, only Harden, Kobe, MJ, and Wilt have more. That's a who's who of great scorers.
Hero
Only in my
screen on
second
Garland.
season, too.
Corner Rozier. Rebounded by Trent.
I know that he has the ability and confidence to sink that shot, but better luck next time, maybe.
Yeah, it's one of those heat check shots, and heat check is a synonym for bad shot.
And he's not taking it easy on them at all. I mean, we all know he's going to keep pouring it on.
And defensively, that kind of effort is just not going to cut it.
And for the Heat, they're shooting 32% for this game. Not what they're hoping for.
Oh, that last crack might actually fuck my wrist up.
Now here's Adebayo. He's closely guarded. Back to Jaquez. To stop the run. Miami, no good that time either.
All good.
Cleveland has gone 2 of 3 from beyond the arc here in the fourth.
It's safe to say they have dominated this game. The game wasn't even as close as the score says, and a great win for the Cavaliers.
And you don't usually see this kind of blowout, but tonight they delivered the punishment.
I mean, what's so impressive is they never wavered in their approach. They just kept at it and showed they were without a doubt the better team.
And their win total will climb a little higher once this one's official. It'll be their 63rd win of the year.
And with just one game left to play between them, they've captured the first 2 meetings of the year.
And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night for the Freak.
And what stood out to me was his effort level defensively. Very active and aggressive, piling up the steals in addition to his overall floor game.
Sinks it from distance.
All right.
That's an inspired ball club. They
we got
fought
time for
hard,
somebody
and
to
during the
not be
most
scared to
important
take another
moments,
shot.
they made big plays.
Yeah, they saved their best basketball for this home stretch, and they certainly earned this one.
Back to Hero from outside the arc. And the rebound goes to Cleveland.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Need to make it.
And Brogdon with the stuff.
Excellent effort on the road. They've literally
My
sucked
first
the energy
triple-double.
out of this arena.
Yeah, and winning games on the road is huge,
My first 50 ball
especially when you
triple-double.
get them in such a convincing fashion.
Hero for 3. Not going to go that time. There's Young with the 3. And Cleveland another 3.
During this final quarter, he's erupted from
Will.
outside the arc. Just assume every 3 he takes now is going in.
And so it's the Cavaliers taking care of business in this
That
one.
much better.
This one wasn't even close. The hometown crowd was waiting for a miracle that never came.
Yeah, and this team was
A miracle
consistent
would've been if I
throughout.
never showed
They
up.
met every challenge.
But it can't happen. So y'all went out tragic. They was lacking. So now I'm the one laughing. Alright though.
Great win tonight, MP.
AMP just a piece about your first career triple-double. That was my first triple-double? We were aware that you game went. I only knew about it after the fans told me at this point. Yeah, basically this though. Greatness is always within my reach if I'm out there. It's only a matter of when, not if. Awesome, thanks so much for taking the time to respond. We'll go ahead and do it here. About laying the egg against the Cavaliers tonight, as it just seemed like he wanted more. Actually, I feel like MP with his first career triple-double. For real. Listen,
Yo, I saw Twin get his first
I
triple-double
just
last night.
got a
Nice
triple-double.
work. That boy better watch out for MP,
Other
man.
game, bro. I recorded every video in the same night so far. Up to
So
this
you
point.
win so many games, I'm running out of things to say.
I'm gonna catch y'all in the next video. I'm confused. I got some shit to check out. Take care. Peace.